guess if that works for you, then, you know, yeah, I see you, nerd. Then okay. Oh, good morning, everyone. So I'm gonna go check on Allie and her babies real quick because I could see that from my kitchen window that some of her babies were out. And we don't mind if they're out, but whenever we first started with our rabbits, where's that one? It ended up getting cold, and we did not know that we needed to have straw down and everything for them to keep them warm, because when they would get out, they couldn't get back in there. So when they get out like this, well, they look like they'll be able to jump back in there. We just want to make sure that they're able to jump back. Oop, they don't know that this is the end, that they'll fall off. But we just want to make sure that they'll be able to jump back in their nesting box. Because if not, we don't want them left out and cold and everything, because the temperature has been getting a little low the past couple nights. You're curious. So we just want to make sure that they're able, hi mama, they're able to get back in. So I'm going to close this for now so we don't risk anyone falling out. So good morning, everyone. It is now Sunday. Please excuse my beautiful hairstyle, I guess. I don't know. Yesterday I said that I wasn't feeling very well. I'm actually in the process of trying to upload that video, but I'm having some problems with it. But I wasn't, since I'm not feeling like the best, and the way I know is I'm feeling it mainly in my voice and my throat and everything. But last night I was having problems where like my throat was super scratchy. Normally I'll try to use like honey or something, and I'll even drink some chamomile tea. But nothing was working, so I ended up actually taking some medicine that I had that was able to sort of help relieve the scratch and everything. So, what are you barking at? Okay. They must have seen something that I didn't. But I just wanted to show y'all what Panda, what we got finished. Finally got it all tilled in. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to get a rake, and I'm gonna go and try to get most of the weeds out of the garden. I'm not gonna be able to get all of them, of course, but I'm gonna try to get most of them, and then my husband's gonna come back in and till again, just to go over it one more time, and then we're gonna start planting. So Addie, are you ready to do this right this time?
Yes.
What are we about to plant?
Peas.
No, Daddy's planting peas. We're gonna plant our okra. I started them in 6 packs, and it's Clemson Spineless and the Eagle Pass okra. When I soaked them, I was great and didn't soak them separate. So, yeah. But I'll end up knowing what the difference is, so it's not a big deal. But it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 right now. And we'll eventually end up cutting them down once they get too tall to harvest. So that'll probably be honestly in like a month and a half. So in the middle of June, late July, and then we'll be able to plant them again and get a second round of okra. So we're about to plant these now. And then my husband's back there planting some peas. The whole peas.
Guess what, guys? My dad's planting them. He's really far away. We're over here with the okra. And also, we have some chickens that we've been watching. But
Mugging Daddy.
and
No, Eddie. When Addie starts talking and then she just kind of stops, or when she asks me a question and then I'll say yes ma'am and then she just sits there. We called her Eddie off of the second Jumanji movie because Eddie always talks too slow and ends up getting people killed. Okay, let's do this.
And
So my husband just got done planting. You can see all of the purple whole peas in there, and we eat a lot. So there are a bunch. And it's gonna go all the way down there. That's all purple whole peas. And then, let's see if there's even more. He just planted these. I'm gonna have to ask him what these are when he comes out. I'll have to ask him what these are. I don't remember. I can't remember if they're a bean or they're a pea. But he's actually about to go and get some of beans that I got. They're basically green beans, but they're, I think you would pronounce them kalima or kalima. But they are going to be planted in this row right here. It's a little jagged that we couldn't get the tiller to. He said it's a pain in the butt when you go steer it, and it is. So you're gonna have the kalima or kalima beans right here, and then in this row, well, as we go and do it, we'll end up bringing them in more. Like you can see down there, we moved them up a little bit closer as we walk through there to make it easier. But then right here, I'm gonna do all my peppers. I'll probably end up doing a good bit of my tomatillos because I think I started like 26 tomatillos, and yeah, so I'll do probably a bunch of my tomatillos because with those you also need, they don't self-pollinate, so you actually need other tomatillos beside them or around them so that they'll be able to pollinate correctly. So I'll do some of those here. I'll probably end up throwing in some black Hungarians and a few other peppers. I don't think all the other ones are in the front yard. They look like green beans. I'll come look. What are these blue ones? We'll end up doing peppers here, and then on this row, we're going to do cucumbers. And so far, I have the Armenian yard-long cucumber from Jess at Roots and Refuge. Mentioned that because she showed where they literally can grow like a yard.
Zipper green peas.
The blue ones are zipper green peas, and they're just bush. Okay, I'll come in there. But my husband said these blue ones are zipper green peas. So there's 3 rows of those. So this is our first year growing these. So I'm not sure exactly. I don't even like peas. I like the purple whole peas. And I'll eat those. We normally, with the purple whole peas, I'll normally go and do some backstrap or venison or something. Yes, kalima or something like that. What do you have to show us?
some eggs, because the quails have some eggs. Look at this. Look at all of these.
How many are there?
There's 1, 2, 3.
There's 3.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go put them in the house.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back out here in the garden and look at you and see what happens to the okra.
Okay, so I already got my 12 okra planted, and what we're going to end up doing is we have 3 rows and there's 4 each, and then throughout the season we'll end up adding the here. Okay, 20 quail eggs? Okay, and then we'll end up adding more okra back here because once you get okra started and it's flowering, you can end up having a lot, and it can become very overwhelming, just like cucumbers. But now I need to do my tomatoes. I went ahead and grabbed, I don't have a whole bunch of tomatoes, but I went ahead.
Yeah, we don't need a whole bunch of tomatoes.
Yeah, so come over here. You can help me. But come right here, turn around.
You on my knees?
That's fine. But I already planted one right here. If you can watch out, you can see it. It was taller, but I ended up pruning some of the bottom leaves. It's not because the little hairs on the tomato. That's basically where more roots can form. But these 3, I'm about to plant 3. One here, one here, one here, and they are Dr. Wychie.
We got some eggs that...
Yes, I'm going to tell them about the eggs, okay? I think his correct name is Dr. Wychie, but Jessica Sowards, not Jessica Rhodes. I accidentally said that the other day because we watch a lot of Justin Rhodes and a lot of Jess from Roots and Refuge, and I felt ridiculous when I said Jessica Rhodes, and then she posted a video and I told her about it. She probably didn't even read it, but I ended up telling her what I said, and I said I apologize. I'm sorry, Rebecca and Sweet Maya.
And also, like...
You see that hawk up there? Just hanging out. But, okay, so we're going to plant, because it's supposed to be raining tonight.
Tonight,
It wasn't supposed to rain. Hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, so we're trying to get this in the ground, and that was the biggest reason why we've been putting off tilling so much, because it has been raining so freaking much that the ground's been too wet. So thankfully we had a couple of days of just pure sunshine, kind of, and now we can. Hold on, Mama, hold on. We're gonna talk about it, and then we were finally able to till, and I don't even know how many times he went over this to get it exactly perfect, but I just know it was a lot. But we're gonna go ahead and start the Dr. Witchy tomatoes. Yeah, like I said, these are the ones that Jess from Roots and Refuge talks about a lot. I don't remember if she said this was her favorite one, but I know I ended up getting this one and the Black Beauty tomato and Brad's Atomic Grape. And this is gonna sound, God, now I feel like I'm about to start sounding like a stalker. That her stepdaughter / daughter, Michaela, that lives in Las Vegas with her mom and stepdad, because she informs us, those are Michaela's favorite, and she always dehydrates them. But some of my tomatoes and peppers were grown in, what are these called? I keep saying cardboard things, but now I'm thinking pea pods, and I know they're not pea pods, but
They're a type of pod. I don't know.
okay. But what's nice though is
It's a biodegradable pot.
yeah, biodegradable pot. But I'm actually taking it apart because I've had them literally sitting and not water all the time because, like I've said, we don't have like all the proper things for bottom watering, but we have some, but we just don't have enough. But okay, so here is the mater, and this one's not as big. I think the only really big one was this one, that one. But my tomatoes are not nearly as big as they were last year. Last year, I think by the time I planted them, they were at least this tall. And then that was my first year growing them, and I heavily pruned them, and I basically stunted all of them, and I got only a few tomatoes because, yeah, some people suck. But one thing Jess from Roots and Refuge said is that she ended up getting a tip from an old man that said to put an egg in the bottom where you end up planting your tomatoes. She didn't know exactly why, but I would think just because like the nutrients that are in them. But Addie, okay, scoot up for me real quick. What I want you to do is to Hit that egg right here and then drop it, because it's gonna crack, okay? No, hit it right there. Oh, a little bit more. You almost got it. Do it. There you go. Let go of it. Put it in there. Put the shell in there. Yeah. Like that. Hold on. I'm just gonna very lightly clean this one. This one does not look like.
You make it literal. You might crack it.
Okay, no more.
Put it in there. Mommy, can we make another hole?
Hold on, we'll make another hole for the other one. Okay, hold on. You can't be super aggressive with this one because it's small. You hear that? Oh, stop. We have to keep the rows. We have to have it nice. See, right here? You have to keep this, watch out. Stand up.
Stick.
But you have to keep them in rosebud. Because when it rains, instead of it being all stuck to everything else, it's gonna flow nice. It'll flow down the middle of the rose.
I like this sparkly one.
Okay, now on to the next one. So we're gonna do this one about right
Put the egg
here.
Here.
Whoa, what are you doing with all the eggs, Bug?
I put them right there. Because at least we're going to need some more room.
Okay, since you're being a good help, yep, grab that one. That is the Dr. Witchy. And that one's in a regular Bonnie pot. I've said that we normally keep those. At least we try to, because they actually come in handy.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready to crack it.
Ready to get, say, crack-lacking.
Okay, ready.
Okay. There you go.
That's how I'm wiping it on.
Okay, we gotta take baths anyways. So we'll do that. Okay, now we have the egg in there, and then like I said, this is Dr. Witchy. No, we're not doing another egg.
Why? Are we taking that, like, that off?
Put it in there.
Mommy, hold on. I'm gonna want to egg real quick. Okay.
And then we're gonna bury it more. Just remember all those little hairs that are on there.
Mommy, I'm gonna want to egg real quick, okay?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna do something.
It's already starting to get dark out here.
I'm gonna break it in half. Out there. Not in the garden, out where Pink is.
Alright, so for now, I'm just going to put this here, so at least I know these three are him, and maybe it'll help remind me. Alright, so I'm going to have to hurry up and do the other ones, because it is starting to get dark here and cloudy. And I've got a bunch of more stuff to plant.
Mommy, what did you say?
Okay, so the next one I'm about to do real quick is Paul Robeson. I ended up getting this from,
Yeah,
I already
crack
pruned,
it.
so that's why it looks like that.
Egg!
Okay, close your legs. I ended up getting this from a local farm, plant farm. I think it's Lex's. Be careful, because the maters.
Hi, this is Selena, and I will be recording the video. So, let's get started. Oh, it's already recording.
Oh. Okay, so hey, we already ended up planting our Dr. Witchy's, I think that, in our Paul Robeson and Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes. And so now I have 2 Amish paste tomatoes, and I already put an egg in for one of them. And I'm gonna put this in here, and I already pruned it some, and then I'm gonna plant that one. And I think I have 1 Black Beauty, 1 yellow tomato pill cervezi, and I think 2 Brad's Atomic Grape. And I think that's all of the maters that I have.
Maters?
Yeah, all the maters. Linda's videoing this. And then if it doesn't rain, it's gonna rain a little bit more, but we didn't get as much. I'm gonna see if I can try to put some of my peppers in. But those don't require egg and everything, so those should be much quicker. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna finish planting. You don't have, it's up to you if you want to stop it or not.
Okay, right now she is putting in the egg. So, are these eggs like the store-bought ones?
No.
Oh, they're like from chickens?
From the lady that we sold rabbits to. Don't step on that tomato right by your foot. But and I could technically keep this on there, but you can already see how wet it is, and I feel like it's probably not going to take much longer for it to break down, so I'm just peeling it off instead. But this one's not as big, but I'm just going to prune these 2 so it's going to look tiny.
So I wanted to sit down and came to sit down, and it has been raining, so happy, fun, wet day. The 2 have been done. 1 right there. And 1 over here. This one is awfully big, but yay.
So next I'm going to plant the Black Beauty. And this one, it'll start off green like every normal tomato, but the anthocyanins in it will make the mater black whenever the sun hits it. What?
The video. Oh. Oh no.
Let me back over there.
Wait, where?
You gotta sit still and then you can catch them. No, sit still and you can catch them over here.
Well, we're gonna watch here. Then we'll get back. So,
Black Beauty. So what?
what were these things right here made out of?
It's sort of a cardboard, almost like pea pots or whatever they're called.
Okay. Well, I could kind of see that because they like come apart, but they're like, it's like a lot of dirt instead of just like cardboard. So.
Black Beauty.
How many? Is this all gonna be the same?
This is a type of cherry tomato. They called it Sweetie. That's when we ended up getting this at the Snowmageddon plant swap. And so we have this one, and then the only Brad's Atomic Grape that made it. So.
Is it on this whole entire row? Is it gonna go like the same thing?
Mommy doesn't have a bunch of tomatoes this year.
Oh, okay. Are y'all gonna have corn again?
No.
I mean, the corn was kind of crazy. Oh, man, this is longer than last time. Way longer.
Yep.
It's weird seeing the gate not there anymore.
It'll, we'll put it down there some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
This one I think is supposed to be like a cherry tomato, like the saladettes. Okay, so now I'm gonna plant this last one, the Gladstone grape. Leroy! Get good! Get good! He stay down the road. Look, he just like,
he's like,
he really did just do exactly what he was supposed to do. Call me the rabbit whisperer and the hummingbird whisperer. Everything. Yeah, this dude's not very big, but we're still gonna give him a try. I'm about to plant my ground cherries.
oh yeah.
So we got probably too big to be in here, but we have a lot of ground. Okay, we have more ground cherries than I thought, but we even have some at the bottom. But ground cherries are like a mix of tomatoes and tomatillos, because tomatillos grow in a husk, and the ground cherries are kind of sweet like a tomato and kind of like a tomatillo, kind of just depends. But they end up, as they get bigger, well actually I have one right here. So I have one, if you can see that husk right there, they'll be just like that, and they'll get bigger and bigger. And then these are Aunt Molly's ground cherries. I don't think these get super big, but I grew them last year for the first time, and I had them in a pot like this big, so they actually needed more room. But to see how many are actually in here, and just now seeing like a root come down here, that's pretty cool. And obviously some bugs have
Attack them.
Evil. But I'm gonna plant these, and I think I'm gonna plant them over here for now. And I think I'm gonna plant some of my black beauty squash over there too. Maybe not today, but whatever I can do. Just want to get some stuff in the ground. Hi, Kimura. Oh! Alright.
I didn't have
How do you know my name?
I didn't have the thing plugged in for the video.
You're supposed to keep it plugged in at all times.
Well, whoops. Hear me? Feel it
Put that on
sprinkling.
me, Bobby.
How many of them are you gonna plant?
I have a good bit, but
I wouldn't try splitting them up anymore.
I've never split them up like this. I've always kind of one, so I think I'm just gonna do those, and then
Give it about a foot.
These.
Give it about 2 foot. Put it in a row about right there.
right here. Yeah, I was gonna give it more space because these will bush out, so I think they'll be fine. Because right now, yeah, they're pretty compact, but once you put them in the
'Cause
ground,
that row you're kneeling over, you're skipping anyway.
well, I skipped a row with the tomatoes too, only because of how much they will bush out.
Yeah, that was we knew we were going to lose the row. But with the tomatoes, I mean, you need the room. That's one thing. Right here, you can pop the other squad.
The pretty lights are on. So that would be all of these we have to take in.
How about that?
Wow, that's a lot. Tomatillos.
Tomatillos. Yep, they're already starting to get some.
Yay! They're so thin.
I'm gonna try to put like 2 in the benches.
What are you planting right now,
Can you
Daddy?
turn? He's planting the Armenian yard-long cucumbers.
Okay, cucumbers.
Okay, now I'm planting. Oh, these are purple. Wait. I think.
Did you not write it down? Do you have a receipt?
I'm trying to. No, Mommy bought purple. Purple. Do I have a receipt? I buy a seed pack, Selena, from Baker's Creek. Don't step on that tomato right behind you. No, I grew regular tomatillos and purple tomatillos, and I think these are the purple ones.
I mean, do you have like the seeds still?
Yeah, but I don't remember if I had luck with regular tomatillos or not.
You need to get like of those
Look, I bought a planter,
For next year.
but it's not until July. So I got it in the mail and was super excited, opened it up. We could start putting when our rabbits are born and when we put stuff in the ground. And then I open it and the first page says July 2021. It's on the side of it. Kombucha squash. That's the one. The kombucha squash is almost.
all right.
Those are the purple ones.
Mommy's planting and Daddy's planting. Is that the same plant?
Those are purple tomatillos. Because I did.
Okay, I'm gonna try to run down where they tilled it out. So let's go. Wait, I'm gonna step on a plant. Okay, let's go. Oh my God, I'm doing it. Should I run back? Okay, it's getting kind of dark, so I think I'm gonna go back. All right, let's go. All the way back down. Oh wow, there's a lot of rocks down here. Ow, 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 ow. Down here, kind of past that right there, there's plants. So, down to down to down.
Yeah, she's ready.
Tomatoes.
It doesn't look.
Okay, we have our okra plants right here. And if you can see them, right there. And then the others, there's 2 rows of them, actually. It's all the way down. Wait, no, is there? Oh, there is actually. There's 3 rows. Okay. Nice. It like every time when I go to do it, I have to zoom in, and if I don't, what plants are we dealing with now?
Darkness.
Hello, my darkness little friend. Are you being for real? Is that what they called?
No. What's wrong?
Okay, we're going down here. Down, down. Right there. I think it's something else because there's little things on the ground. So we just got back inside. It got kind of really dark actually. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you think that it was good and you think that there was something that was, wrong or anything, please comment so we can know these things. Thank you.